Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Board Connect game video. Today's video is dedicated to some Area 13 tips, so let's go ahead and jump right into this. One of the first things is this is a Google spreadsheet by you/idiotic genius, and I wanted to point this out really quick. The best stages to farm, like when it comes out Area 13, it's going to be areas 13, 17, 16, 15, and 14. Mostly because most of like Makoto and pretty much Kaori and the bow users will be using this sort of gear. So make sure to jump in here, farm this gear. This is going to be important. And then pretty much go to 13, 14 in order to do like all the magical farming. So I just wanted to like point this out in case you are trying to get an idea on what you should be focusing on when Area 13 drops. So let's go ahead and jump into like the live stream bit. So, all right. Ichi, Holiday, Dark Shadow, hello. I just wanted to like talk about like Area 13 so you guys have something to digest when the video first starts. Mazin, hello. Delcard, Ken, member, Maho will eat you. Sengan, Sedini, Shandy, hellos. Hellos everyone. Welcome to the streamsies. We're just chilling. I like doing these streams for Princess Connect because it really like lets me connect to like the Princess Connect community a little bit better than when I do like an actual like video. So I like doing this for Princess Connect videos specifically right now. I'm not sure when I'll transition this to like Counterside, but I just like having like this sort of transparent relationship like with like Princess Connect because I feel like this is what we sort of want in some ways. But Flame J, hello. Welcome to YouTube. Thanks, Pocket. Ken, yo, with the super chats. Thank yous. And we might go back to like Twitch someday, but for now, we're just gonna like chill in here. Because for me, like the reason why I started live streaming on Princess Connect was one, we got emotes, we got like the members thing going on, right? But most of all, like I wanted to make sure like the Princess Connect community knows that I'm like still playing the game. I still love this game. I'm not going anywhere when it comes to Princess Connect. I just want to make sure that you guys know where my heart is still at. All right. Let's go ahead and do some Grotto. Now, as far as like Counterside going global and all that stuff, and I'll definitely like read the comments and everything because that's why I'm also doing live streams. Is I'm not sure if it's gonna come to global because if it gets published by Nexon, I don't know if that's like a good like sort of image for Counterside. And yeah, that's how I feel about that situation. But hope you guys are having a good day. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Let me know if you have any questions on Area 13 or like the upcoming like clan battle. There was a huge document that was like pretty much posted on like this, I believe it was like the official Discords, and that was pretty good, right? All right, let's go ahead. I'm gonna need some stamina already. That's interesting. Definitely farming Eriko shards in case anyone is wondering, like what has been like my focus like as of late, like with my stamina outside of like me just farming like, you know, the summer event and doing like summer Kokoro things, Saren things, right? This is always important. I feel like if you can't do very hard yet for like the actual summer event, just keep doing this, right? Like the hard mode is just as good. Work, will you live stream the new area tomorrow? So this weekend I'm actually going to be gone. So I'm just like prepping some stuff. Like I'm not gonna be like, you know, gone, but I'm just gonna like trying to like make a video today and interact with y'all. And then I'll definitely put out like more content once I come back on Monday. So I wish I could cover it like more in detail. That's why I wanted to cover like the Area 13 stuff when we first like started the video. Yeah. Hello, tomorrow is the new map, right? Yeah, I believe so. Let's go ahead and check that really quick. Give me 1 second. Ken of NZ. All right. Yeah, it will be. Let's go ahead and bring this up. So this is Ken of NZ's thing. Yeah, we got like 16 hours before this thing drops. So that's why I wanted to make like the introduction where Area 13 is going to be dropping, and our really like large focus should be, you know, of course, getting Makoto to like 9.6, and then getting Kaori to like, you know, 9. Well, not 9.6, 9.5. My bad. Don't get her to 9.6. That was completely wrong for me to say. and then, you know, getting all of your archers to 9-6, and then Kaori, if you can, leave her at 9-5. Man, it's just really unfortunate that, like, it's even a thing. Ugh. Have a good video, Bork, and great time, everyone. Alright, later, Ken. Thanks for hanging out. You're stuck on Area 11? Nah, you're not late. We literally, like, just started. Like, we just started. And I just wanted to talk about, like, Area 13. There is gonna be, like, really good overlap farming in case, like, some folks are curious, right? But I feel like, you know, 13-7 is pretty straightforward. I don't think you really need the sun amulets and stuff. But the Kokoro areas, that's going to be really good. But honestly, you're not really going to be using Miyako. Well, you can be using Miyako quite a bit in the upcoming CB. We'll see. What's up, Rashia? I don't know how to say that. Yeah, leave S Kokoro at 10-1. That's going to be pretty important because S Kokoro is going to get like an extra bit of like TP boost from this. And the only reason why you want S Kokoro is because she has that Death Break, but also that UB that can heal. And I'm not sure, like, I was gonna make a video on this, but since you guys are here, we might as well, like, talk about it. So, this document that was actually brought up by, like, the, you know, Discord community. You know, make sure to check out the Discord. I have a Discord in case you guys, like, want to chat with me there. I'm not sure why it's taking so long to load. Well, we'll jump back into that, but let's go here really quick. So this was what I pretty much screenshotted, and this is like a bunch of different teams for what we're about to face in like the upcoming clan battle. So I'm really excited. Look at all these teams for like Leo. Isn't this insane? Like, I've never seen such a huge list of like characters that we can fight for one boss, and it like kind of keeps going further. So okay, it's finally loading. Like, this is like the document and stuff. So yeah, this is like, look at all these teams, man. It's like just so much stuff that you can pretty much digest. I have 130 Sun Amulets Pog, farmed the hell. N2, nice. Then Oopsie accidentally claimed Ninon. How did it? It's okay. What's up, Phoenix Blade? Switch more Discord. Is Maho and Akari and Misato together good for magic attack increase? I wouldn't run all of them together, Maho. That's a little bit too much. I did not see any magic teams on this specific document that like showcase them. Most of it looks like to be like physical teams, right? Like just looking over all of these teams, which I think is like pretty good in some case. And we'll digest this like information for all the different like CB teams in an appropriate video. But it really looks like Ilya isn't going to be here. But I did see a team with Carol earlier. I'm not sure which team was it. Was it in this document? Yeah, this team right here with the Kabuki. There's a Carol team right here, which is kind of interesting. Luckily, Ninon's my waifu, so maybe it's a win-win. Nice. Yeah, Maho is not the greatest in CB, so... But she will be, you know, pretty good in PvP. That's where she really shines in PvE sections. But look at this. This document even showcases, like, stuff for, like, the next coming boss. Like, this is the Reaper boss. This is going to be Cyclops. And then this is going to be the, I guess, like, the new, like, Hydra boss. Because it's, like, little snakes and stuff. I just really like this. So, we can essentially see the future. And we can't use this character, this, like, red-haired chick. Mostly because she's not going to be released like within the game, which is a little, it's not the best, right? But it's still cool to see like all the future team comps. What's interesting though is I am not seeing a team comp with any of the magic teams. Oh, okay, so they're running magic team for this last boss in like the coming months, right? So this is going to be like the magic teams with like Ilya in the front. But we're not going to be like seeing any of these teams like anytime soon, right? And that's really interesting. Like, they're not really running like magic teams in the, well, like they ran a magic team for Cyclops and this Reaper dude, but not for like the Hydra boss. But at least for Leo, there will be a lot of variations with physical teams, but no magical teams whatsoever, which I think is kind of interesting in some ways, right? Yeah, it's so much physical team, right? And Saving up for summer Carol in physical. Yeah, I thought that was weird too, that Carol was in a physical team for like the bear right here. I just didn't really or no, it was Kabuki. I just don't understand that. But I guess it's like there for like the defense breaks or whatever. I guess that's good in some ways, but we'll see, right? We will definitely see. Kana is yes, Kana is going to be a CN exclusive. So we'll see whether or not like we actually get like a global exclusive character. And I've never actually looked at like Kana, but she looks really good from what I can tell, which is really nice. JPC and S player, yeah, a lot of S Tamaki teams didn't know she was good. Yeah, S Tamaki she looks like she's gonna be really good for the upcoming the next coming like clan battles. Like look at her, she's like all over like this boss right here. And say like you're stacking S Tamaki and normal Tamaki. This is really different from what I was like thinking. Like this is insane actually. Just looking at this, she's not on any other boss, right? This boss must be like really like very like TP oriented, because you wouldn't run S Tamaki this many times unless you knew like you needed to reduce his like UB factor, which that's really different is all I can say. And I think she's a very niche unit, because I don't see like S Tamaki in like a lot of teams. She seems to be like in a particular location, right? Like if you jump here where we saw like a bunch of S Tamakis right here in this section with this little snake boss, you don't see him for many other teams, which it's just interesting because like she's not here in like the Cyclops, like she's here once, and then she's like not even present for Reaper, she's not present for Griffin, and then she's not present for Wyvern. So that's cool, I guess. I like that. Let's get a Gura exclusive. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, I would have to say. And let's go ahead and jump back and just do a little bit of dungeon in the background, because I have a lot of dungeon to do. I actually saved like my dungeon just for like this moment right here. You want Felix? She does more damage, so yeah, she's good. Yeah. Now level 49, and I'm seeing the video fighting level 50 boss that I can't get over. I feel. Yeah, Tamaki boss go brr. What is that sheet you're showing us? It should be in the description. The sheet that I was just showing you, that is like the CNCB like teams. Like it's a compilation of like all the different teams that people were using in CN. Just take that document with a grain of salt, because a lot of those teams we don't know if we can actually run, because our levels are pretty much what we're going to be doing is different from CN. So I wouldn't like take that document to heart, but it shows us other comps outside of like the standard June Saren comp, outside of like the standard, you know, Makoto, Kaori, like or normal Kokoro comp. So this is gonna be different. All right. You ever kill in one turn? No, I don't really have an interest in that. You're Chica, who's the best healer. Yui is the best healer, but when it comes down to it, Chica is more useful for clan battle. So like you won't really use Yui like the way you use Chica in clan battle. So there's that. It's like food for thought. But Chica is also more of a manual healer because of like that little like summon that you get. I feel like that's what makes Chica much better as a character, because a lot of times when you use like, you know, certain units, they have a particular use. Yui just has like the biggest, fattest heal in the game right now, and that's really what keeps her like above all the other healers in my opinion. You don't see it in the description. I'll add it later, but don't worry about it for now. It's not really a big deal. But here is like the link in case you want to look at it. Honestly though, like please be very careful with those teams, because it's not exactly going to work out for us. It's just going to be a good diagram and a good base understanding of what we can sort of see, because a lot of the teams, you know, we have different levels. We have like, we don't understand what gear they're wearing. And when it comes to like clan battle, if you're like min-maxing hardcore, there's things where like some people are running like 9-4 Makoto for the next 2 clan battles, and you don't know if they're running that for, you know, this like specific document right here. Like you really won't see like what gear they're wearing. You just know that they're running like these specific teams, right? Which I think is okay. But at the end of the day, like I'm repeating myself, right? It's just like something that we can sort of understand and like digest and like break down as a community as we're going through like more clan battles, right? Just use JPK or TW from this point. Yeah, because yeah, like right, what Zero UA really said right here, like really hits home, because at this point, CN starts to deviate from what we do in some way. So while this document is good for, you know, just understanding like the different CB teams that we're going to be using, just note that it's not going to be 100% accurate for us. So don't treat it as like a Bible. Treat it as like a tier list that you can sort of reference and sort of understand. Had to spark Espeko. No regret, yeah. I would do it again. I mean, I feel like Espeko is like really like a fun unit for PvP. I have to say that for sure. Other unit gets in front of Kaori besides Jun. There's Miyako, and that's about it. And there's Kuka, if you want to use Kuka. But Kuka's more for like PvP, right? Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Yoyosu. Waiting for Halloween Shinobu. Yeah, Halloween Shinobu, though, is really niche for PvP. Honestly, I feel like if you're okay with it, like, you should probably go for S. Carol, and then Valentine Shizuru is the most important unit, like, for clan battle. Like, that's going to be limited, outside of, like, S. Karu, because if you're not saving for limited units specifically, if you're not going to be pulling on Prefest specifically, because Christina and like and New Year's Yui, they're really good, but I feel like Valentine Shizuru is not getting enough love within the community, and I feel like she's just going to be like a much bigger deal whenever she does release, because Valentine Shizuru is pretty much S. Kokoro like on steroids, because S. Kokoro, you know, she has the defense break, she has the heals. I think Valentine Shizuru like has like even more capabilities. I think she has a buff too. So she's just pretty much just better like Summer Kokoro. Thanks Yusumi putting his in front of Kaori. Yeah. Donate some dungeon coins. I would like donate some dungeon coins if I could. Like right now I'm just like, I just use the dungeon coins to buy gear, and I feel kind of bad whenever I do that. Yeah, V Shizuru is gonna be really good. She's gonna be perfect for any like clan battle situation. So yeah, like if you don't pull for Summer Carol, I feel like you should pull for Valentine Shizuru, because she is that good for year one. I know I've never talked about Valentine Shizuru, but she's actually insanely good for clan battle players specifically, because of like, you know, physical comp dominance. And I know like people would be like, blasphemous, why would you skip Christina and New Year's Yui? Because Valentine Shizuru is a limited character that will come like once a year, and you can get Christina every, you know, 3 months, and of course you can get New Year's Yui, but New Year's Yui is more for barriers. Like she's gonna be fantastic for clan battle too, but she's not going to give you extra damage. She's just going to sustain your run. She's going to make your runs more consistent. So it's up to you, like, how do you want to, you know, position yourself for clan battle? Do you want to be more attack oriented? Do you want to be like safer? Valentine Shizuru is going to be the character that's going to give you like that little oomph to like make you a little bit like, she's going to be not meta defining, but she's going to be like, you know, your sort of Makoto's in some way, right? You can plug her into any physical team and get really good results in like that way, in case you want to like sort of look at it like that, right? Now I say she's our sister. Yeah, she is your sister. She's your sister. Yeah, let's go ahead and jump back into Sheer Cliffs. Still need to attempt the very hard boss from the event. Escrow because of this. Yeah, Escrow, she's gonna be very like quintessential for the next, like most of our pretty much experiences in the upcoming like CBs. Until Valentine Shizuru pretty much releases, Kokoro is gonna be, I wouldn't say replacing normal Kokoro, because normal Kokoro does a different function, right? But she's definitely gonna be really good. That's Monica, and then Yukari. That's somewhat the team that we usually run, right? Let's skip energy. She's an invisibly machine, just to be sure you can pull for Vishiju. It's recommended that you skip first free fast, also Miri, but she will have free pulls. Yeah, I mean, like, you shouldn't skip New Year's Yui. I want to make that very clear. You shouldn't skip New Year's Yui because she's also a character that comes once a year. It's just that New Year's Yui is not... She isn't a character that just excels at clan battle. New Year's Yui is a character that excels in every single form of content. Valentine Shizuru is not meta-defining, but she's a character that you can plug into any CB team that you want whatsoever. So it's just like one of those things that you sort of have to decide which way do you want to like position yourself. And it's really hard for for me to tell free to play, you know, pull for S Carol, pull for New Year's Christina banner, and then also pull for Valentine Chizuru. You can't pull for all three of those banners. You pretty much have to pick two out of them because Mewmi's right after. In some ways, yes, you can skip Valentine Chizuru, but I feel like Valentine Chizuru is going to be like the little bit of quality of life that you can get on top of like everything else. Just note that Valentine Chizuru, she won't be as freeing as New Year's Yui. So there's just like a lot of factors that you got to look into. Any upcoming banners good for PvP? Yeah, Halloween Shinobu, and I believe there was like another Halloween character that was going to be good. There's going to be a couple of PvP characters that are going to be really good, but Halloween Shinobu is going to be the biggest one. She doesn't directly counter Ilya. She's like your Mitsuki's in some ways, where she deals a lot of damage over time and a lot of like debuffs. So Halloween Shinobu is going to be like the PvP character that everyone's going to say is, you know, like a must pull for PvP players. But it's up to you at the end of the day how you kind of want to approach that. Is Tsumigi good? Tsumigi is good. She just needs, you know, a little bit more love, but not really something that you want to... I don't think she's worth the Divine Amulets to go hardcore in on, because Tsumigi has a very niche use, where your Divine Amulet should be going to characters like, you know, Summer Kokoro. No, not Summer Kokoro. My bad, not Summer Kokoro. I meant like Summer Carol if you were to go that route. Christina, New Year's Yui, Valentine Shizuru, Mewmi, all of like the limited characters, that's the characters that should be getting your Divine Amulets. Any characters that in the future will, you know, get shards from like the shops and everything, I don't think that you should be using your Divine Amulets on, and that's why I don't think Tsumigi is worth it in the current situations that we are in. Because if you raise Tsumigi, you're gonna have to commit like Divine Amulets, and it's just weird for me to like see that when you can get Tsumigi from like, I believe it's like one of the shops, or she gets like a hard note or something, and she's just not worth it in my opinion. It's because Divine Amulets are just like a premium currency, and I feel like it's better off if you just saved it for something else. And to give us 45 kilojoules for Christmas. I mean, like, that's a lot. I think like with what's going on with the way Princess Connect has been moving, I feel like it's pretty good, like what we've been pretty much doing. I do hope for like the actual, how do I say this? I hope that Crunchyroll does look into making CB rewards come out at a consistent time frame. That way we don't have to like worry about when the next CB rewards are going to be releasing, because that has been like it's been an issue for quite some time, right? I just want that to be a thing where, you know, clan battle rewards are being given at the appropriate times. Princess Arena shop for Tsumigi, I think. Yeah, I think so too. Yuduko got escorted to 3 stars, and is it even worth? No, don't push her to 4-star. I do not recommend anyone pushing any of their characters to like summer units to 4-star or 5-star just yet. We really need to jump into clan battle and test their functionality before you start raising them above 3-star. 3-star is like the range that you need to leave your characters at, and you shouldn't upgrade any characters to, you know, above 3-star unless they're a PvP unit and you want to use them for PvP. But S Kokoro is not a PvP unit. You should not be raising her. Keep her at 3-star. If you need her at 4-star, it's probably because you're testing something and you want to try something out. A lot of the times, if you're going to be using characters in a specific way, you have to be very careful because they have a very specific, like, range. That's what makes Princess Connect such a hard game in some ways, because you have to keep like the characters within 3-star. You have to keep their gear in like certain like situations where it's like you're missing like the equipment piece, and that is what's going to like keep you, quote unquote meta, or keep you more relevant in like the clan battle situations, which is interesting. Normally it's like pull for like the latest character, and that is what makes you successful in a gacha. But for Princess Connect, it's like really paying attention to like the small nuances with everything. Also, we'll have a lot of free pulls. Yeah, we'll have a lot of free pulls, so you will have like some DAs and stuff. Sudha, hello. Hype for limited characters. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of like limited characters. Just had my appris on spent gems got. Oh no, feels bad. Feels bad. Oyasumi, you're a genius. Oyasumi is just someone who always like dropping tips, dropping some knowledge on everyone. Alright, we're doing... I just wanted to like go through dungeon, because like when I'm going through dungeon, it helps me like get my thoughts out. And I hope like when it comes to like Princess Connect and like all of the advice I'm giving, it really boils down to testing out also what works for you. When I make these guides, I don't want them to come out like you have to do this, right? Because a lot of the suggestions that people will give you, it works out for them, but when it comes to you, when you do auto, when you do manual, when you fight a boss, Princess Connect is one of those games that yes, you can be very consistent in, but your characters will not perform as like the other person is saying, unless you have like very specific requirements. Like, people who have like the 9.5 Makoto and 9.5 Kaori, they're essentially sitting on a gold mine, because their union bursts will have a different timing from everyone else's. And I really regret in some ways like putting that left piece of gear on Makoto, but hopefully in the future we don't really have to worry about it as much. We can sort of change that situation. All right, let's go ahead and see if we can do like the very hard boss. And of course, like I always have a hard time with like the very hard boss, like the summer one specifically. But let's go ahead and just like attempt this. And I can like do it, right? The only part, like the hardest part with the very hard boss for me specifically, I know some people can one-shot this, but I don't really have any desire to do that. And it's mostly getting Miyako's union burst at the 1 minute mark. So in the next 10 seconds, pretty much Miyako has to do her union burst. 4 seconds. If we don't get that right, then there's no point. The boss needs to UB right now. All right, come on. All right, there. We got it. We should be good so long as we pretty much follow, like, I guess the roadmap, the plan from this point. We're going to be good, because 9 times out of 10, we usually deal more than, I guess, the appropriate damage. I think it's like 700k plus. Then we'll be okay. See that part right there, 47-second mark, where the eel pretty much missed us. We should be good. We just need to deal below a certain amount of damage. All right, I need just Yui to stay alive here. Very good. And then we're at 678k. And hopefully we get around like the 500k range very soon. All right, do little punches, and then get below 500k and we should be good. Come on, Makoto. Stay with me. Stay with me here. All right, cool. That is what I like to see. That is like my goal. Yeah, isn't that bad? Yeah, Makoto is like the real pain, right? Yeah, 9.5. Yeah, I mean, it's just really weird. Like, if you have a missing piece of gear, that is really what's going to keep you a cut above like others, quote unquote. But it is what it is at the end of the day, right? It is what it is. And then let's go ahead and, all right, we're doing okay right here. My most important thing, like always, is in the next 6 seconds. So he did that really, really early, I think. June, I hope you don't pass out here. All right, so we got some heals going. Miyako at the 1 minute mark right here. All right, we're good. We're good. I'm not sure, like before, sometimes my timing isn't at the 1 minute mark and everything just sort of like messes up. And that's like the part that just really worries me. That miss is huge. All right, and then we should be good here. Kaori should be eliminating this Octo dude with the little punchies right here. We're good. That's how I do my very hard boss. Like, honestly, I reset at least like once or twice whenever I do this. It's usually never this smooth, to be honest. It's I think I got lucky with like the timing and like the way I hit this boss right now. Next boss has 3 invincibles, so don't auto on it. Oh, wait. Is that going to be... Oh, we're talking about Kabuki, right? Yeah. Definitely don't do that. Boss 3 with invincibility, effort. Yeah. You should not auto the Kabuki boss that we are going to be fighting, like, upcoming, right? If you don't know what I'm talking about this guy right here. We're going to bring it up shortly. You do not want to auto this guy. If you auto this guy, your clan is not going to like you because he's going to become invincible like in certain situations. And if you hit this guy with a UB when he's invincible, I'm pretty sure a lot of people are going to be mad. And his invincibility is like, it's like a couple seconds, right? But it's enough to lower your damage to the point that, you know, your damage becomes mute in some ways, right? So just try not to hit this boss, specifically Kabuki, on auto, and everything else will be good. I'm not sure if other bosses in the future will have like that mechanic, but it was just really interesting reading Kabuki because he's just not auto-friendly whatsoever. I'm sure there's gonna be an auto team. Maybe that's why this like team specifically, because it says auto right here, maybe that's why this team is running Carol, because it's like so weird and it said auto on it. So yeah, maybe that's the one. Who knows? Is Misato worth investing in? No. Personally, I don't think so. Like, she can... Misato is good at 2-star. Just don't try to 3-star her. That's what I mean. Like, you can totally, like, put gear on her, like, use her for clan battle or whichever situation you're in. But I definitely would not approach it in the sense where it's like, oh, I need to make, you know, Misato, like, higher ranks or what have you, right? 600 to 1 million difference when you hit the visible. Yeah, I can see like the difference between 600k, excuse me, and then hitting like actually 1 million. I can definitely see that. Early rising to YouTube work. Nice, Ian. Hope Philippines is treating you right. Shout out to all my Filipino homies. Filipino, gotta show like the Filipino pride, if you know what I mean. Your work now, do you know until when I will be able to make a full team of Kokoro? Full team of Kokoro will be coming down the road. It's just gonna be a while. I feel like it took JP, what, like 2.5 years to reach it? So, who knows. Work today. Yeah, I heard about Coco's graduation. It really breaks my heart. If you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that like I saw that information and I was distraught. Like, Coco, VTuber, she was like the very first VTuber that I've like formally started like just seeing like the presence of, because Giguk was like covering it. And when I saw like who she was and what the VTuber community was, I just really appreciated it, because the VTuber like community is sort of like the anime community, and like I vibe with that. And seeing her graduate, it hits different, right? It hits different, right? Kaori Club Music, Noi. We still will hit CB Shop later. Yeah. Just keep her at 2-star. Just keep her at 2-star. There's no real reason to 3-star Misato, in my opinion, unless you have like, I don't know. I don't think so. There's just no situation where I feel like she needs it. Yui is different because Yui, she is, you know, you can get her shards from, I believe it was like the hard shards, right? And yeah, Yui, if you need a fat heal, then you use Yui. If you need a mage healer, then you use Misato, right? Misato is the mage healer because I believe she provides like some magic attack, and then she does like that heal over time sort of deal. So yeah, all right. How much do we have left here? I'm not gonna reset yet. No. Exchange again. All right. Oh my gosh, I almost messed that up. I did not want to do that. Yeah, she's gonna be on Dungeon Shop, but we'll see like when she's going to be like actually releasing. I don't like making any predictions and stuff because 9 times out of 10, like predictions are usually wrong for the most part. So I don't want to make the prediction of when she's coming. If you ever ask me, like, Bork, do you know, like, if XYZ is coming? I will only say, like, certain things. Like, I will only speculate if I feel like I need to speculate. But most of the time, I don't feel comfortable speculating because of the fact that I don't want to give you false expectations for something. And I don't want you to feel like, you know, I lie to you. I just don't want that to happen. Is Miyako good at 3 stars, or should I keep farming her shards? I would keep farming her shards, right? I would definitely keep farming her shards. But she's okay at 3-star. But just note that Miyako is very, like, she's a niche unit in CB situations. Like, Miyako is used in clan battle, and you don't use Kuka as much. And that's only because you're running a Kaori team. But honestly, you might not see Miyako as much because we have Summer Kokoro now. And Summer Kokoro can heal, like, Kaori, right? Because Kaori's going to be taking a lot of heat. So, I don't know anymore. I don't know how to answer that question. Because Summer Kokoro can heal. We have Summer Kokoro now, and it kind of changes it up. But I feel like Miyako at 3 stars is decent. Patience is key in farming shards. Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like half the time if you're playing Princess Connect, it's more of like a patience game, right? It's more about, like, can you wait for a specific unit? Can you not, like, just dump everything at once? And if you can do that, then essentially you'll be okay. You'll definitely be okay. Let's go ahead and do this. Okay. Miyako at 3 stars is good. Focused on Kaori. Yeah, Kaori and Suzuna should definitely be your best bet. And that's what I did personally speaking. And if for Dungeon Shop, I feel like the focuses should be either Nozomi or Mitsuki. In some ways, like, if you don't need a tank, if you already have Miyako, then I feel like Mitsuki is like a bigger priority. But it's up to you at the end of the day as well. It like depends on like what you really want. Like, do you want more progression within the game? Then you pick Nozomi. If you want, you know, more damage in clan battle, then you probably raise Mitsuki. Miyako is good in arena. Yeah, if you're arena focused, then she will definitely help. And so the next dungeon boss, if he drop right now, that is true. Fabian, you're loved. Yo, thanks. I appreciate all of you being here. Thanks for checking out the streamsies. Let me know if you have any questions and stuff. And I just want to show, like, Princess Connect. I love this game. I like being here. I like the community. I like how everyone's constantly helping each other. I like how, you know, everyone's willing to spread information. It's just rare to have such like a loving community like this, in my opinion. I've played like a lot of gacha games in my lifetime, and you guys, I'll be releasing a video this weekend that will showcase like all of the upcoming gacha that I'm looking forward to. But I'm also going to be talking about like the games that I previously played, the games that I recommend, and it'll be like sort of like a vlogging style video, sort of like this. Most of my videos are like vlogging style, but hopefully if you're looking for gacha, that can like help you out a bit. Suzuna has the strongest raw power in the game, right? I mean, I don't know about that. That's a pretty huge thing to say. Mostly because like I get how Suzuna can be like really strong because of the fact that she can always crit on her UB. And if you can land that, that's really good. But I would say I think it's situational. Is Suzume gonna be a good support? Yeah, I would say right now Kaori is like one of the stronger units, but even then, like all of the units that we do have, it's gonna be very, very niche, right? It's gonna be very, very niche. Like I feel like a character is only strong when they have like a specific team comp. There's never like a character that I feel like, oh, you can do everything and you can like beat everything. I mean, yes, they will exist in the future, but right now I feel like Kaori only like does exceedingly well because Makoto is there. And then if like Makoto isn't there, then things like are different. I'm also maxed out. Cannot wait for chapter 13, normal and hard. Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. No, like chapter 13, gonna be just like nice to like actually farm something again, like for all my different characters. It's also gonna be really good for free to play because it's gonna be a lot easier. You only need to farm one piece of gear for any people who's worried about Area 13. That's all you need to know. What's up, Bork? Greetings from Indonesia. What's up, Brian? Hello to the Indonesia peoples. Be changed for those DAs and jewels, I would say. Yeah, I would definitely do that. And if you can afford to do so, I mean, I personally do this once in a while where I'm just like, I'm gonna buy some like superior refined crystals, and then also get like the little mega EXP potions. I personally just like doing that. And then there's like the feathers and stuff. I mean, I don't really need any of this right now. I think we might buy this one. I have like obviously a lot of like dungeon shop coins, right? And I'm not, it's just because I've cleared everything out for like shards and stuff, so that's how like the cookie crumbles for this one. Made my Pecorine 4 stars, is that okay? Yeah, Alvin, that's beautiful. Congrats on that. Hey, I'm new to the game. Any tips for a newbie? I would watch like one of my beginner's guides, but my biggest tip for any new player jumping into the game is definitely get Mitsuki or go for Nozomi in the dungeon shop. Don't be afraid to unlock Nozomi. For Mitsuki, I would wait until you pull her. Having a copy of her will help you in PvE, PvP. She's a pretty great unit that I didn't really see value in. If you have a Miyako, that's going to be pretty good. And then just keep your characters at rank 7. For any newer players who are like jumping into Princess Connect, keep your characters at rank 7. And then once you have like a better idea of where you want to go in the game, like, oh, I feel like I'm gonna do more dungeon or not dungeon, I'm gonna do like more clan battle, or oh, I'm gonna do more arena, then you can go your differing paths where you change like the ranks, where it's like I'm gonna do like rank 9-4, I'm gonna do rank 8 6 or something. There's just so many different ranks. Like for example, I think my Io, she's still at rank 7, I think, right? Like she's still at rank 7. I have not changed my Io from rank 7. Granted, I don't use her that frequently, but it's just insane that she's a PvP unit that I have left. I have literally left her at that state for like 4 months or what have you. Just looking forward to 13 to get future 5-star. Nice. Kuzur Suzume is like Shinobi feeding summons. Her summons stand more forward and die easily. Trade-off is that instead of having death down, she has team sustain. Interesting, Zero. I like that. Standard Pekko should be... Yeah, she is a beast, right? 5-star Pekko? Like, we're talking about base Pekko. We're not talking about summer Pekko. She is an absolute monster. Like, I cannot stop a normal Pekko at 5-star. She's a sleeper unit, and I know like people will want to make Miyako and promote Miyako, promote essentially Kuka, but Pecorine, when she gets to a certain level, she's pretty hard to kill. Like especially in Princess Arena, I feel like that's where Pecorine can shine. Just note that Pecorine will not have like absolute use in like clan battle. She'll be very niche to like Arena, Princess Arena. So, but if you're raising Pecorine to 5-star, it's mostly for waifu purposes, honestly. Yeah, and your Pecorine's rank 9, nice. Alright. Yeah, that's really good advice, doing 3 refills. If you're going for 6 refills, then I feel like you're banking on the fact that you just want to progress a little bit faster. To be honest with you guys, when I first started the game, I did a lot of refills, but it was mostly because I wanted to see if I was actually going to stick with the game. Like, that was very important to me when I first started playing Princess Connect, was like, am I actually going to stick with this game? Because I saw like the Crunchyroll name, and just like everyone else, I was sort of hesitant to play, but once I got into it and I started playing the game, I just couldn't stop, and Princess Connect has been with me ever since. Pekko become more unkillable as she get Yui in 6-star? Yeah, she's gonna be... Like, just note that Pekko, though, she's not going to be used in clan battle. I just want to make that very clear. Your tank units have a very, very niche usage. And the only reason why Pekko isn't used as much is because she can't sit in front of certain characters like Kaori. But just note that if you want Pekko for PvE situations, for Princess Arena, for normal arena, she's going to be great. She's definitely gonna be rigged. Like your advice, when I watched video, I leveled up Kuka. She's now 4 stars in rank 9. Nice. Kuka is a beast. Kuka is a beast. Only do refills during 2x or CB. Jewels are just so hard to farm. Mr. Bubo, yeah. I definitely feel that. I feel that. Then do around 4 to 6 refills. No more than 6 because it's a waste. Yeah, more than 6 refills is definitely a waste. But at the same time, I can definitely see why you would do it. Alright, took down Maho right there. I'm kind of curious how we'll perform on this team. Because most of the time, like, this is a magic team, but we brought Tamaki here. So we should be okay. I'm really scared of, like, obviously the Miyako, because we're probably not going to be taking her down. Maybe I should have brought, like, someone else instead of Nozomi. Yeah, we pretty much fell here. I don't think we're going to win this one. We took down the Kyoka, but this is just really, really... Yeah, this is really close. This Miyako is pretty much going to stump us. Yeah, Ilya is a strong unit. I feel, though, that the thing is with Ilya, she's like a sleeper, like, clan battle unit in some ways. Because I know she was advertised as a PvP unit, but Ilya is definitely decently useful for clan battle situations, and she will be, you know, pretty much for a long time, at least until, like, better characters that can deal higher magic damage which release, which is pretty much New Year's Carol slash Karu. She's gonna be like the most meta defining unit for year 2. If you're gonna go for any unit on year 2, the only unit that you're going to need damage specifically for clan battle is going to be New Year's Carol. She's meta defining. She's broken. Here's TKO my Tamaki. Deal. Jita's a good flex DPS, not a must have. Yeah, Jita isn't a must have. Zilong Yo, how's it going? 3-star is currently broken in UN. There's no 3 stars that's broken, I feel. Yeah, but I don't think Jita is worth farming for unless, like, you really don't want to use someone like Kaori, but Kaori right now is the best, like, physical DPS in the game, I would have to say. With Makoto, figuratively speaking. Only time you should do more assists is during, and if that's your favorite spender. You should, I mean, reset, you can go back to 15,000 and you need to climb up all again. Yeah. No, I mean, you should do refills if you're a newer player. Like, that's my advice to you. Just like Oyasu said, like, if you're going to be a new player, you pretty much just started the game, you don't know what you're doing, you kind of just want to play, I would do refreshes. Mostly because if you don't do refreshes when you first start out in the game, it's going to feel very slow. It feels like there's no progress. The game doesn't feel alive. And the further that you can push story, the better place that you're going to be positioning yourself in Princess Connect. Because it's not one of those, like, Princess Connect in the very beginning, you know, you rush the content. And then once you get into the ends of it, you're really playing the game for, you know, like we talked about, like 30 minutes, an hour, like maybe twice during the day, and then you're pretty much like done for it. But yeah, I understand though if you want to save your jewels for gacha. I completely understand that. If you're playing Princess Connect as a waifu collector, then feel free to save your jewels for like the gacha. That makes perfect sense to me. I think Chris is better at Cheetah, Imo? Yeah, Christina is definitely gonna be better. Will I stream in YouTube, Pog? Yo, my mod is here. I can't say that name on YouTube, man. I can't. Chris is a better Makoto. I mean, Christina is just a broken unit, to be honest, guys. Like, she can do a defense break. She can do, like, big damage. She can become invincible. I think she has the ability to make it so that, you know, she always crits at some points or something like that. Christina is just a really crazy unit. And to whoever who can pull for her on the initial pre-fest that does release, and you have enough jewels to pull for New Year's Yui as well, you're going to be very strong in the next clan battle. But personally, I'm not going to be pulling when Chris initially releases, just because, like, from a free-to-play perspective, it makes no sense when New Year's Yui is going to be coming out, hopefully very soon. I also just made my Carol to 4 stars. Nice. Should I 5-star S Carol? I would not 5-star your S Carol. All right, I would not. I would not do any of that. What's up, Shanes, man? Waho, hello. All right, and mostly because I would not like just push your characters to like the summer units to 5-star, unless you know that you need that character to be at 5-star. Unless Summer Carol is dying like really quickly, then you should not push her to like those limits just yet. This is my opinion. You can feel free to do what you need to do, but just be very careful because she's a sensitive unit to say the least. Now, can we actually beat this boss with this team? Feel like we should be fine. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Huh. Yeah, there's gonna be so many things to pull for. I'm farming Shizuru. Shizuru's a waifu. Just be very careful, alright? Shizuru is she's a very niche unit. She's not gonna be like crazy, like good. I want Mimi, great unit. Yeah, Mimi's gonna be fantastic. Ilya, yeah, Ilya will fall off. Yeah, and Shinobu's gonna change a lot of things. Halloween Shinobu, her damage over time is gonna be really crazy. I feel. Prefest characters is better on 5-star than Escaru. No need to 5-star. Yeah, you should really save your divine amulets for Prefest. I feel, because like the Prefest characters, they will be able to properly take advantage of it. Now, the only thing when it comes to like S Carol, why you shouldn't 5-star her is because she sits in the back, and characters like Mimi and Christina, they're frontline characters who are going to get hit frequently, and they're gonna need that extra bulk. They're gonna need like the extra attack power. They're gonna need the extra firepower, right? And a little bit of bulkiness to stay alive and cast their UBs, sort of like Kaori and Makoto in some ways. And that's why they need higher stars. Since like, S Carol is going to be sitting in the back like Shori, she wants to be a little bit more fragile so that when she does get hit, her UB, pretty much triggers even faster. So there's that. Okabe, Oni-chan. She is a tanky off-tank support. Yeah, she is. Saving up for Halloween Misaki. That is definitely a waifu pull. That's definitely a waifu pull. Will you do Awaken, Hilde, and Rosario pulls? Chains, I am not going to be doing pulls for the counter side banners that are currently on rate up right now. They do not make sense for me specifically, mostly because I want to save it for other stuff. Like, I really want my soldier meta, and I don't want to be reliant on counter meta. All right, we took down this dude fairly easily. Very nice right there. I am like mostly curious, like I'm heavily preparing for like all the magic units. It's interesting though, because we covered this already, right? We were looking at this earlier, and there's no magical teams for the next clan battle. Like, there's not one where it's like, oh my gosh, like I need to run these specific units for this boss, and there isn't a single like team that's technically fully magical. Oh wait, technically this is a magic team that you can run. I'm not sure though if it's recommended because it has like a relatively low score. Well, it has Shizuru as a tank. Just note that you can't follow this for verbatim, right? Because our stats and our stuff is going to be different. But in case you wanted to run a magic team, I guess this is one that you can run in case you want to. Alright, let's go ahead and run this again. I'm sitting on 130k jewels with the 100 free summon tickets. I'm good to pull on Chris and NY till next summer. Saren and Makoto back-to-back banners. Yeah. Summer Saren and Summer Makoto are kind of broken. Like, Summer Makoto is the best like physical defense break in the entire game. Why is Yui considered better than Chica? Yui is only better because she has a fatter heal, but Chica is like better for clan battle, like figuratively speaking. Yeah, I'm gonna be looking at PGR, Shanes. Have you heard about Illusion Connect? I don't know. Aren't you using your facecam avatar anymore? People really did not like the VTuber model. People really didn't like it. Next CB is pretty awkward, Yeah, next CB is mostly gonna be physical units, so there's that. Is it confirmed we are getting free pulls for Summer Tamaki? I mean, nothing's ever confirmed, right? Yeah, and Chica can buff, but the reason why Chica is so good is because her summon can pretty much detract like the boss or whichever enemy you're facing from hitting the most frontal unit. She can pretty much make it so that the boss will hit or stun, you know, the summon or what have you. So that's what makes Chica a little bit better, because she has in some ways mitigating like, you know, those status effects from certain characters. And if you can prevent a character from being stunned at a specific moment because like the summon appeared, then that's going to be really good, because then it allows them to deal more damage. You can UB, do whatever you need to do. Yeah, her spirit is a lifesaver. My favorite gacha right now? I don't really have one, to be honest with you. I would say the most consistent gacha that I have is Princess Connect. My most memorable gacha is still Epic 7, if I were to look back on it, but I can't go back to that game. Summer Kokoro is a better support though. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is with Summer Kokoro is just note that she's a frontline healer, and she can do like physical defense breaks, and she can do physical attack buffs. So she's really good in that department, right? But she's not going to be someone who's like, she's not going to be like dominating forever. Let's put it that way. How do you have so much jewels? I just been playing a while. I just been accumulating them. I didn't pull for a lot of banners. I didn't pull for the Arisa banner. I just didn't pull for like any of the 2-star banners, and I'm just waiting. That's all. Do you ever remember what your first ever gacha was? My first ever gacha. What was my first ever gacha? I think my first ever gacha has to be... It's not Fire Emblem Heroes. Fire Emblem Heroes was the first time I like started like actually spending money on a gacha. But my first ever gacha, it might be Summoners Wars. It might be Fate Grand Order. I don't really remember. Like, I might have like downloaded it, played it for like a second, then uninstalled it. But if you were to like go for canon, probably Fire Emblem Heroes. Difference is Summer Kokoro and Basic Kokoro. Summer Kokoro is more healing buff base, whereas Basic Kokoro is more, she can actually tank, she can change her position, she can raise attack speed, and when she heals, she only heals herself, right? You could say in some ways Basic Kokoro is, her attack buff is insane as well, but I feel like Summer Kokoro's is just going to be more consistent. They're just so different. Like, Summer Kokoro is a completely different character. While they both support, their usage is like completely different, in my opinion. Because Basic Kokoro being able to substitute as a tank for certain situations, even that use is very niche, and in some ways it's also like not recommended to do. It's a very, very fine line, to say the least. You recommend upgrading Yukari to 4 stars for someone level 70? I feel like she's okay to upgrade to 4-star. It doesn't hurt. Yeah, I can't play FGO. Like, there's not enough quality of life for me. Shoutouts to anyone who plays FGO though. Like, I feel like if you're an FGO fan, you're doing it because you just love the story. You love like the community. You love like the stuff behind that makes like FGO a great game, and that's going to be like the community that's behind it and all like the art and stuff. Is S Tamaki that good for CB? She's very niche, right? Yeah, make Summer Kokoro 3-star. Mom is superior to all sports. Waifu is superior to all. Yeah, when we were covering Summer Tamaki earlier, and Summer Tamaki has a very niche usage. I think it was it this boss? It was this boss. She is very niche to this boss, the Hydra boss, or the September boss. I'm not sure what to call this dude. The Snake boss, right? She is going to be heavily used for this boss specifically. But then when I look at like the future, like, you know, teams, this is like CN teams, and we don't follow this to a T, right? I'll leave it in the description. But it's going to be one of those things where she's going to be used, but she's going to have like a very, very niche like usage. So if you're going to pull for Summer Tamaki, just note that you're pulling for waifu and you're not pulling for meta and you're not pulling for efficiency, yeah? I feel more safe with Yukari. I feel. Yeah, I mean, like, Yukari, you can't go wrong. She belongs on any team. She's good for almost any team, in my opinion. So if you're gonna definitely use a certain character, like if you want like someone who's solid, who can heal, who can do a little bit of mitigation towards magic attacks, and she can do a little bit of TP boosting, Yukari is definitely your girl. Like, plus she's an amazing waifu because she has like a really cutesy like drunk personality that I like. So yeah, I definitely feel that. All right, guys. So this is gonna be like the end of the streamsies. Thanks so much for being here. Thanks for coming and checking it out. I just want to do this so we can like cover Princess Connect for a bit. I'm going to be jumping off, and yeah. So we have hit the 22,500 goal for subs, and now we're doing a giveaway on the previous video. Make sure to comment on that video in case you want to, enter that giveaway. Now we're doing 25,000. Once we hit that, we're going to be doing another giveaway, right? And yeah, we're going to do our outro. But anyways, if you made it this far in today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 25,000 subs, we're doing a giveaway. Check out the previous video for the 22,500 giveaway details. Anyways, have yourself a good one. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next stream or whenever we do this again. Thanks, everyone.